It's Dub Life, every Sunday afternoon. It's Dub Life, Natalie and Kaya too. If you ride the horse, say, make sure you squeeze it tight. It's Dub Life tonight.
Safety.
Welcome everybody to Life with the Dubs. Rufus got a new toy. Episode 10, if you watched the recent Rufus 11-month pup box, we just did that. And he's playing with his new toy. He likes this. This is a ball that's inside a stuffed acorn. He likes that very much. So it's been good. But before we go any further, don't forget, use the hashtag BeatUpFit for all your social media needs. It's season of giving, season of thankfulness. So use hashtag BeatUpFit. Tell me one positive thing that you've done for yourself or someone else, specifically for someone else right now in November, to help brighten their day, brighten their life, whatever the case may be, and be entered to win prizes all month long in November. Hashtag BeatUpFit. Also remember, we do have an eBay store link down in the description below. That eBay store, things we sell are going to help us get ready for the wedding and all that kind of stuff, and help us trim down the collection and make room for other stuff and, you know, new life, regular life stuff. I know, you want to bark at those dogs. Don't do it, buddy. Be a good boy. Also, the Big Bad Toy Store link. I hadn't said that in a couple weeks on Life of the Dubs. It's in the description below. The more people that click, you can just browse. You don't have to spend any money. If you do, great. If you pre-order, great. But if you just browse, it helps. They send us money. We've given all of that away. They do not send us money. They send us some products through store credit. We've given all that stuff away as well, thanks to the good folks at Big Bad Toy Store. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different. We're starting actually just one day after I finished the last one, Anime Week in Atlanta, but it's several weeks ahead of when this is going. I'm going on a work trip. By the time you're watching this, I've already come and gone to Boston, so I've got to get ahead. So actually, I filmed a lot of stuff this weekend, 2 Monday motivations, 2 hunt videos, and a puppy dub life all today. That all happened today. And I'm starting this video because tomorrow I took a day off, and because I got all that done, I don't have anything to do. I don't have to go on a hunt. I don't have to go make any videos. I can hang out at the house. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to take Rufus on a walk, spend some time with him in the morning. I'm going to go kickboxing, and then I'm going to play with toys. It's going to be a day off with Dub. And then a little bit later in the week, we're going to go see The Tempest. Tomorrow is Halloween, so we'll probably see some of Kai in the Halloween costume. If any of her friends want to be on the video, they can do that as well. And then Thursday, we're going to see The Tempest at the Shakespeare Tavern. And it's opening night for The Tempest, so it's like a dress rehearsal. It's a little bit different. Usually we're seeing them about midway through the production, but this time we're seeing them opening night. And I don't know what else there's going to be. But I've got some toys out, and I want to start tonight because I don't have anything else to do. And so I thought I'd start this video and kick it off. Life with the Dubs, episode 10. Already at 10 episodes since we changed to Life with the Dubs. It's crazy how fast time goes. It really is. But let me show you what we're working with right now. So I've been participating in the ACBA October, and they have different themes every day. I haven't hit them every day. I've probably done 5 or 6 of them. In fact, right now, I will put the screenshot that I have up of the themes that were happening all month long. Now, as you're watching this, obviously, it's a couple months later. So I tried to do some with some Super 7 stuff, but there was one that was It Takes an Army. That was actually yesterday's theme. I wanted to take a picture, but we had Anime Week in Atlanta. So now I'm going to set up to do a It Takes an Army photo. So I have my 2 tubs that have most of my army stuff. So you see I got a lot of Hydra stuff, various things, ninjas, synths. I got bats, I got alley vipers, I got cobra troopers in there, some other Foosh ninjas. These are what I decided. And I want to do a shot where Dr. Doom has come to Cobra Commander Red Skull and is asking for an army. And they're going to be like, well, what type of army did you have in mind, Victor? That type of thing. So I want to get it set up. This is a diorama that David made for me a couple years back, Dark Collectibles. And so I think I can use that, but because there's so many figures, we're going to have to do some careful positioning, depth perception stuff. And I'm kind of excited to get started. And honestly, I'd like to get the picture up tonight, if possible. Then at some point, probably in this video, I'll open up the Kamakura, I'll open up the Zaymot, and that Venom Null 2-pack. Probably do that with Kaya. I don't know if I'll open those up. You'll see these on hunt videos if you haven't seen them yet. And then I did have Android 21. I got 2 of her come in. You had to pre-order this from Bandai Namco Games. It's Dragon Ball Games Hour exclusive. She looks great. I actually thought about using her as someone coming to ask these guys for an army, but I thought Dr. Doom would be a good fit and timely since we have a lot of Fantastic Four stuff going on. So this is what I'm going to play with. And I'm really going to try to work hard to make it a really, really, really good photo. So this is what we got tonight. And I wanted to kick it off. I may get the photo done tonight. I may not. But I wanted to document the process a little bit with you. And we got day off with Dubs coming. So should be a lot of fun. What do you think, buddy? He loves that acorn. First thing I did, just created a little space. And I just got all the guys kind of standing vanilla. Nobody really has weapons. Some of them have like their gear in there. Some of the bats have weapons on them. I'm not going to take all that off, but nobody is necessarily holding a gun or anything because they're all going to be vanilla. I definitely want to get 8 different battalions. If I can get 10, the last 2 in will be these MCU Hydra soldiers and the synthetic humans from 1000 Toys. But we've got the Hydra, that's the Hydra 2-packs, the Toys R Us exclusive from back in the day. Marvel Legends Red Ninjas. This is that, whatever it was, MCU 20th anniversary, 10th anniversary, whatever that was called. This had multiple different Hydra soldier heads and Red Skull. These are 1000 Toy synthetic humans. Those are some of the coolest toys there are. These are the Target exclusive Cobra Island troopers. You see they have the goggles. G.I. Joe Red Ninjas, G.I. Joe bats with custom chest plates and a few custom things on them. G.I. Joe Alley Vipers, G.I. Joe Target exclusive Cobra Island Vipers. The like super villains wave Red Skull, regular release Cobra Commander, and then a Doctor Doom with a custom cloth goods cape. That's what we're trying to do for this. And all these live in my pictures tubs. These are not things off of displays. These are all things that I can pull out for pictures, which I'm really going to try to make a better effort towards. So the next step is I got to try to see how I can lay these things out. It's going to have to require a lot of tricks. Like everybody's not going to fit on that. So I may need another thing there and then have the villains up at the front. My perspective wants to be the armies pushed back and you see these 3 talking as like the focal point of the picture. That's what I'm going to go for. And hopefully through the camera lens, you can do a little optical illusion. So that's what we're going to try to figure out. So I probably shot too big. I don't think these guys I'm going to use, at least for the first shot. I'm trying to get 6 different battalions just framed into there. And I tell you, it's a pain in the butt because getting them to stand up on, foam is much different than on a hard surface. Some of these figures are older, Bucky Cat molds and such. It's not the easiest to get them to stand up, but I think I'm getting pretty close. So that's, that's like the backdrop I want for this. So now I'm just trying to get the process of getting things lit and kind of staged. So I'm thinking those 2 big lights should be able to light that up good enough. And then I'm thinking it'll be an angle, or maybe you can catch pieces of all of them, but not the whole frame, where the guys are on this platform, and I'd shoot from like right here, or maybe even back here a little bit. That's what my thoughts are. So now I gotta frame it up in the camera some before I put the final guys in place. So at this angle, you can see I can get there pretty good, but just here you can see some things are wrong. You see how that front guy is leaning forward too much. Those are really hard to get to stand straight up. And then I can only see the one Red Ninja, and I don't like the way he looks. I don't think I can see the others as well. Plus I haven't put the guys in front, so I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. But I think that's not a bad framing. I know that's minor, but I think that looks better. You see that one's not leaning as much, and you can kind of see the in between the bat and the Viper, the second G.I. Joe Red Ninja head. I think that's pretty good. You want to see this, Natalie, what I'm playing with? Mm-hmm. Be very careful because a feather will make it all fall down.
Oh, that's like a domino effect.
But look at what it looks like through there.
Oh wow, it looks like it's infinite, like they go forever.
So I'm thinking about
That's cool.
What I want is to have Cobra Commander and Red Skull and Doctor Doom like talking on this platform in front of them, where Doctor Doom's trying to decide what army he's going to purchase.
Aww.
That's what I'm going for here. I think I've had to pivot again. I don't think I can frame him up, so I may just have the Hydra versus Cobra type situation. I did have a calamity where a bunch of them fell down. You see, it's hard to, I don't know. See, if I get too cropped, I lose lot. Let's just see what that looks like. So it's not bad. You know, we're focused on Cobra Commander there. Red Skull should be fine in focus. And then we blur out the army. But like if you just step back at it, it looks pretty decent. I just don't love the composition of it. It's that last bat and Red Ninja on the side that just feel a little bit off, and I don't know what to do about it. Did some minor adjustments with the head and a little bit of positioning. I think that's better. I think that frame's just slightly better. See if I can adjust it just a little bit. I think that's a little bit better. I think so. So now I gotta work on the lighting. So I tried some color to have the red popping on Red Skull and the Cobra blue on Cobra Commander. And it looks all right when you look at it with your naked eye, but like if I look at the picture, it's not, I want the picture itself. That ain't it, there we go. It's just, it'll be grainy. It's not bright enough. So I'm just gonna make them bright lights and try to get a finished picture here. Got it lit up, made some minor lighting adjustments, slight adjustments. One of the challenges is Cobra Commander is slightly smaller. Red Skull's a pretty big figure, but I don't want them like looking down at each other. I want them looking eye to eye. So I'm have Cobra Commander like bent back a little bit because I'm just showing like from the top. What I'd like is them to kind of be eye to eye, because otherwise I did have some depth perception. So I had Cobra Commander closer to make him look taller, but then if I'd focus on him, I'd put Red Skull out of focus. So what I like to do is, you know, have the depth of field there with the army behind him. I think this is the finished product. So let me take a bunch of pictures and then I will see how they look and show you in the next clip. So I'm just gonna kind of flip through them here. These are just the kind of the framing shots. You can see that ninja moving on the bat a little bit because I wasn't happy with it. But these are all just framing shots at the beginning, seeing what I'm doing. You see that ninja move on the right side. You can just see that's where I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing, changing lighting, all of that. It's probably here is where we get to the first examining of what were the good pictures and what were not. So I think it's just kind of interesting flipping through them. You see all the little minor adjustments I'm making. I think that's kind of interesting. But I'll show you the ones that I like the most at the end. All right, it's getting late. I need to go to bed, but I've got 7 photos I'm going to talk through. The first one is from the first angle, and it's just the army. It's one of the first shots I took after I got everybody adjusted. I actually like it. I think it looks pretty good. It's just the army itself. The second shot has Cobra Commander and Red Skull talking in the foreground with the army blurred out behind them. I think that's my favorite of all the ones I took from that angle. Then the third is the exact same angle, except the focus is on the army as opposed to Cobra Commander and Red Skull. The fourth, I just stuck the Dr. Doom in front of the army just for the heck of it, just to do something a little bit different. The fifth is the new angle. I changed the angle. I don't think I said that on camera. I changed the angle to the head on, and that's the army kind of facing off without the leaders in the front. I think that picture looks pretty good. And then the next picture after that is with the leaders, and they're in focus, and the army's not in focus. I think that's my favorite shot. I think that's the shot I'm going to post on Instagram, probably. And then the final one is the exact same, but with the army in focus versus the leaders. So I think it's between this one that I'm showing you right now, the most recent, and the first one with the army in focus. It's just a slightly different angle. I got to pick which one I like the most. But for me now, I'm going to go to bed, and we'll have a day off with Dub tomorrow. Look at little man. He's like, Dad, stop playing with toys. I am going to leave all the setup over there. You see, I've still got the camera and the lights and everything set up. The army I didn't take down. In case I decide to come back and revisit it. I don't want to have to set it all back up again. Or if I want to take pictures with something else or whatever. But that'll be tomorrow. Day off with Dub. This next morning, I ended up taking the army down for the most part this morning. I think I'm pleased enough with the picture. It wasn't everything I wanted it to be, but I think it was good enough. You know, and I don't want to spend 12 hours all day on my day off working on that. I spent a couple hours last night. And really, I'm not trying to get perfect in day one. I'm just trying to learn, and I'm going to still post whatever I do and learn. That's kind of my goal with getting better with taking pictures and playing with toys a little bit and appreciating things. And most of that, all of that was stuff I had in the tub. So I'm actually happy that I got the tub out and played with stuff that I had stored away, because if I don't ever do that, I should just sell it. I shouldn't just stick it there forever. Anyway, it is the next morning. I'm off today. Like I said, Dub's day off. I'm on my way to kickboxing. It's a little dreary, rainy, which stinks. This is Halloween, so I hope it clears up and gets sunny and dries up before the end of the day. It's still in the morning. It's 9, so because that way, it's how, I want the kids to have fun. I think Kai's have some friends over. They're gonna go trick-or-treating together. This could be the last year she trick-or-treats. I don't know. I don't know what the year you stop trick-or-treating is, but I know they're excited to do it tonight. So, excited for that. But I'm gonna go to kickboxing. I want to take Rufus to do something. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to get Rufus a lot of his fluff taking off tomorrow. Gonna shave him pretty good. We have we were using the vet as a groomer, and she was fine. There's nothing wrong with her. But we've been looking for a private groomer, because Rufus, being golden doodle and being as fluffy as he is, needs a really specific, somebody that knows how to do that. And she was fine. She just did normal dog grooms, and he always looked good. But really, the reason we're pivoting is, so when we went to the beach, he was boarded for 5 days, 4 days, 5 days. And then immediately after that, so right before we boarded him, I took him to the dog park. He played with a bunch of dogs. Natalie had her test. We went on vacation. He was boarded. Right when we got him back, we watched Rose for a week, Victoria's dog. And then we took him over to play with David's dogs. And then I took him to the dog park again. And this person at McDonald's just doesn't know what they're doing. They keep changing their blinker from left to right, left to right. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what that means. Are you turning? I don't know. And I'm not going to McDonald's. I just had to go by McDonald's. So it was really practically impossible to keep up with brushing him during that time. Natalie brushes him every day. And that's what you have to do to keep him floofy, and primarily so that he doesn't get mats at the skin level. So you almost can't see them. You can see them a little bit, around his face, but you almost can't see them. But they're in deep in his skin. And so playing with all the other dogs, where dogs wrestle with each other and nip at each other and all of that stuff, his hair just got so matted over that 2.5 weeks, and we just couldn't keep up with it. And it hurts him. It hurts the dog. So if you don't ever get your dog groomed and you brush your dog, if you have a long hair dog like Rufus, it actually hurts them. So if you could think about your hair, if you have hair and it was matted and tied up real tight by your head, it would just be uncomfortable on your skin. It'd be pulling on your skin. And we could tell it's bothering him a little bit. So we're gonna start over, so to speak. We're gonna get him shaved, get all those mats out of there. He'll be short. He'll have short hair. He'll look very different. This is tomorrow, so you'll probably see this on this episode. He'll look very different for a little while. It'll take him probably 3 or 4 months to grow all his hair back out. But that way, we can properly, they're going to show us what's the right brushes. Because we have brushes that Humpty recommended that have been very good. I think they'll have some special brushes and different things to put in his hair and stuff to help it not happen again. And, they will also, what is key about this, is if you're a private customer of theirs, they will watch your dog. They'll board your dog for you when you go on a trip or whatever. They will keep your dog and take them home. The groomer will take them home and treat them like they're their own dog. So they won't get this won't happen again. So that does happen tomorrow. So anyway, I'm gonna spend a lot of time with Rufus. I wanted to take him to the park, let him play, before because he may be a little worried when he gets shaved. I don't know. I don't know if dogs can comprehend that something's different, but I do want to spend a lot of time with him today, so hopefully it cleans up. I don't know why I told you all that, but that is things that are going to happen. I am going to go to kickboxing. I was supposed to have a pile of loot. Hopefully you've watched a pile of loot video. It was supposed to be here yesterday. I should have already filmed it and put it up today on Halloween, 2 weeks later for you. It says it was delivered to my house and signed for, and that didn't happen. It wasn't signed for by me. It wasn't delivered to my house. I have cameras, and I was home. I just suddenly got an email that said, your package has been delivered. No, it hadn't. So I've had to file a complaint with both companies, so hopefully it shows up. But I do have some other toys to open, so we're going to open toys later and do something with Rufus. And, you know, if Dub's day off becomes Dub's nap day, well, it won't be as much footage, but I don't know. I'm going to go kickbox. It's later. Hey, Bubba. Took a shower and all that. I'm trying to find somewhere to take him. It's still a little rainy out, so I don't want to go to the park. I may just take him to the pet store. Let him walk around a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if he'd enjoy that or not. I want to do something with him, but the rain and the mud and the yucky makes it kind of hard. Isn't that right, Rufus? Yeah? Maybe we'll go find a treat at the pet store. Rufus and I are in the car. I have a general destination. I think there's a Petland, whatever the big like Walmart type pet store is. There's one I took him to the other day, but I actually needed to shop for some things unrelated to him, which made it a little bit of a challenge. I think that was on I don't know what video that was on, if that was on a hunt video or Life with the Dubs. I don't know. I really don't know. I know I filmed it for something. But there's a different one close to the mall. I don't think I can take Rufus in the mall, but maybe I can walk around somewhere. I don't know. It's not raining anymore, but it's just wet. So I need somewhere that has like patios or concrete that puppies are welcome. But we'll go to the pet store first and try to find a little snack or something different. And I don't know. I just want to spend some time with a little dude while I'm off. Everybody's at work and school. And get him out of the house and give him a little adventure. And again, he's not great in the car. You can see he gets a little anxious. And he just, I think he gets just moderately motion sick. But he's doing so much better. And so we try to take him on little short trips just to help him get better at it, which he has been doing. What do you think, Rufus? Rufus, hey buddy. I don't know. Adventure ahead. We're here. Rufus hears some animal. I don't know what that is. We're at a PetSmart. That's the name of it. The big pet stores that let you walk in with your puppy. So, I don't know. Adventure enough. Come on, Bubba. Oh, you see that doggy over there? I know. Look at this Halloween section, Bubba. Maybe we can find something here for you for Halloween. We got cookie. Oh, it's already on clearance? Well, we definitely will find something then. All this stuff and you want to sniff the empty cardboard? Rufus, look, there's Abominable Snowman and Rudolph. No? I think that's kind of cute. It's actually a good day to come in. It's Halloween day, and so I'm imagining, because they have all these boxes right there, they're probably going to reset this whole thing tonight and turn it into Christmas. So all this Halloween stuff's pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. Think we can get some stuff, huh, Bubba? That's an interesting dog shirt. Silence of the Lambs shirt. I don't know who's in on that. Back in the car. I got a lot. I got 3 big bags. You want to lick the phone? 3 big bags. Only $60, $59. And that was with donating $5 to like bring pets to the children's hospital. And $5 for like helping pets that need homes, find homes or something. Lots of clearance and discounted and buy 2 get 1 free stuff. A lot of stuff. Some shin bones. I don't know. I'll show you when I come. I was going to do a car haul with Rufus. But he's going to want every single thing I take out. And it's not going to be ready for him. I don't want to open all the packages. So I'll show you when we get home. We just got back home. A little man wants to take a nap. He wants to take a nap. I'll show you all the stuff we got at the dog thing. I did have this package coming from Amazon, which I'm very excited about. If it is what I hope it is. And it is my Apple Watch Ultra. I'm very excited. I have had this. This is a Series 5. I've been using this for 3 years. It's been a great companion to help me kind of reclaim my life a little bit. But I'm ready to upgrade to this guy. So that is exciting. All right, so $59 and 10 of that was donations. Let's see what all we got. And all this stuff was Halloween 50% off, buy 1 get 1 free, clearance. The Wonka golden ticket, this plushie, this weird squeaky ball toy thing, also from Wonka. It's a gobstopper. This thing that I'm almost confident he's going to rip the arms off but it's on like a ball so it wobbles. I think he'll play with that a lot before he rips it up. I mean, it was like $2 or something like that. Some little treats for him. Just various little treats, baked good type treats. Some of these pumpkin sticks. I think he'll like this pumpkin a lot. He likes the furry things like that have a squeaker. And this is ultrasonic squeakers only dogs can hear. Curious if that works or not. That fish. And then these are all like ears and hooves and bones that he likes to gnaw on. So, I mean, this bone normally is like $10. It was, what, $1.50 at the end at the price because it's a skeleton bone. It's just a dog bone. So, a pretty good selection of stuff. So, that worked out very well. Little man's knocked out. He's knocked out. He's ready for a nap. I may take a nap soon myself. But before a nap, let's open up these toys. Probably save the watch. I don't know, I'm going to fool with that right now because that's a long process, but maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight. It is Halloween tonight, and I got a couple hours before Kai and her friends will be over here, so I got time for a nap. But I want to open up some toys. I got 2 Joes to open. I got Kamakura in the plastic-free packaging. I got Zaymot in the plastic packaging. Tomax is coming in my pile of loot that's lost. I've got this Venom and Null 2-pack, plastic-free. I think it looks good. I don't know, I kind of wanted to save that for Kaya, but I don't know when that'll be. And then I got the Ayagamotto Prop Replica. I think I already told you, so there were these coupons on Amazon that people were using on a lot of Hasbro stuff. So I think I got this guy for like $28. And it's, there's not many prop replicas I don't have. I don't have the Nanotech Iron Man gauntlet. I have the Nanotech Hulk gauntlet and the Infinity gauntlet. I think I have all the helmets. And I have the regular Stormbreaker and the regular Mjolnir. I don't have the Jane Mjolnir. I don't have like the updated shields. I have the regular Cap shield. But this is one I didn't have at all. Even though I may have it as I don't know. But I wanted to make sure to get this to add to the prop replica wall. So I got it cheap. And the Venom and Null 2-pack I got for, I want to say it was $46. Because they had it marked down to like $68, and then it had a $19.76 coupon or something like that. It was weird. I mean, there were some Marvel Legends stuff you could get really cheap in that coupon thing. Instructions, I guess I'll keep that just in case. Big old cardboard box. So this is the base. Man, that feels cheap. Goodness gracious. That feels like it's no heavier than like a cup. So I got a treat for myself on my day off. A small Chick-fil-A autumnal spice milkshake. It's not great, I'll tell you. I like pumpkin spice. I like a lot of that stuff. This has some maple in it, but also kind of tastes like doing yard work. So I don't know that I love it. But this is heavier than this. The cup for this is heavier than this. That is cheap. I think the retail price of this guy is like $50-$60, so that's not good. Then there's, I guess this is the holder piece that ports into this somehow. Yeah, all right. You use something or other. I'm just glad I'm not working. Spend a little time with y'all. There's that part. And then the actual eye itself. And it has what looks like a cough drop here. Oh, this is the actual Infinity Stone. Can you see that? That was wrapped up like a cough drop. So let me put this box away. Rufus is all the way asleep. He didn't even come lay down under my feet. He is a tired puppy. So we walked and we hung out this morning. And then usually, because I'm working, he'll take a little nap while I'm at kickboxing. He'll wake up for like 30 minutes, and then he sleeps for like 5 hours while I'm working. You know, interrupted a little bit as he follows me around. But so here we just immediately left. So he didn't get a nap at all. So let me see. There's immediately this. It says I've got to put 2 AAA batteries in. I mean, it's not the most complicated instructions. Let's see. So the cord. This thing feels really cheap. It really does. Oh, glasses off. Do I look like Doctor Strange now? So let's see. I am supposed to, I think I'm gonna put the batteries in first. So one moment. We are out of AAA batteries, so no, I'm not gonna do that right now. And maybe never, because I'll get it put up and never think about it again. What? What, Rufus? It's me. He woke from his sleep going, oh. Hey, it's me, Bubba. I didn't mean to wake you up. I'm sorry. So, I don't know, like, it's showing this thing turn. Maybe it turns with the batteries. Maybe. Looks like this is the way it goes in. This is a little fingers thing, and not Game of Thrones Lord Baelish little finger. All right, that is 100% the way it goes in there. This is not a me thing. There we go. I've got it in. I've inserted it. And then if I have batteries in it, you know, maybe it looks like you can, yeah, I think if you press this, maybe it moves. Oh, I move it myself. Oh. So that doesn't need a battery, that part. It's just like a hydraulic maybe. And then there's a button, the button on the back. I don't know. Is this nice? Should I have bought this thing? Or no, it doesn't really feel like that was necessary. And then I guess it just sits here. Like, what does it sit on? Like that? Just that? That's what you do? That's your Eye of Agamotto? Does that look cool? Does it look like I wasted $28 or whatever I said it was? I feel like it looks closer to that. Maybe Kaya will want to cosplay as Doctor Strange. She can have the Eye of Agamotto then. Maybe not. But at some point I'll get AAA batteries and show you, if I remember, what that thing looks like. Not very nice. It feels cheap. And I've been a fan of the Marvel Legends helmets. I think like the Black Series helmets I think are fine. I think Hasbro does fine on prop replicas. I mean, it's just, I felt like it would feel heavy because it's not that cheap compared to some other things, but not so much. I'll do the plastic-free stuff at the end. I'll open up this Zaymont Paoli, the twins. Definitely some of my most anticipated. I loved the twins when I was a kid, and I like kind of that part. I almost cut my finger there with the scissors. I like Dr. Mindbender, I like Bat, I like the Crimson Guard, I like the twins. Wow, they do not come with much at all. 2 blades, a silencer maybe, and a stock, and that's it. Compared to a lot of G.I. Joe, that is a very low build-out. It's pretty cool though. Nonetheless, I always liked the twins. I don't know why. I do already have the Crimson Guard. I've only opened one. I have like 10 more I could open. Once I have his brother, maybe I'll open more of those up for some pictures. But I'm only leaving one of each G.I. Joe Classified on display. I'm just out of room. I think he looks good. So definitely doesn't disappoint me. You know, G.I. Joe's one of my favorite lines and probably my favorite of the cheap lines. Yeah, I think he looks good. He's got a sash on him. He's got the Cobra action in the crotch, you know? So let's see. He's got a place to put both his knives. He's got a knife sheath on his boot and on his hip. One of the things that makes the G.I. Joe Classified line positive for me is they usually can equip or hold almost all their accessories. Nearly every G.I. Joe can hold or has a pocket or something for every one of its accessories. He is no different. And they tend to all come with a lot of accessories too, which I also like. So you get like really full build out. So there he can, I mean, he only came with a gun and 2 knives basically, but he can't hold them all. And I like that. I like that. No pins. Yep, no pins on the legs, no pins on the arms. So double jointed pinless, always good. Good articulation. It looks like, so this is like a 2-handed gun, and he can hold the other piece. I would say probably one shortcoming of the G.I. Joe line is basically none of them come with alternate hands. They just all have, so it's not true like finger grips for triggers, but it's like slightly open, so you could grip something, but you could also hold a knife, and it doesn't look like they're holding a knife like this, right? It looks like they're holding a knife like this more so, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but and very few alternate heads or anything. But hey, I mean, I like him. I like him. Let's see the other G.I. Joe, Kamakura. I believe this is a comic character. This is a character I'm not familiar with. They don't give you bios on G.I. Joe, but they give you like these file cards. I think you can look it up on their website what the different symbols mean. Now he looks like he comes with a lot of stuff. No extra hands, but it looks like he's got a staff and 2 swords and 2 bladed weapons of some sort, a knife, a couple guns, a hooded head, and an unmasked head. So I think this is my second of the plastic-free G.I. Joe. The first was the Blue Ninjas Amazon exclusive 2-pack. Or that wasn't Amazon exclusive. This is Amazon exclusive. The Blue Ninjas was just a regular release. So this is my first single-carded plastic-free packaging G.I. Joe. And, I think this is all right. It's pretty similar to this. I wish they would just make it the same size. Because you see there's one, the plastic-free is a little bit thinner. So if you line up your art, it's going to be a little bit offset. And it's shorter, too. Let me close this box and show you. It's also shorter. So like people that collect in box, if they have them by number or even there, you can't see it, which people probably don't like. All right, so he comes with, in this, with some twists that seem to be made of paper or cardboard. Probably pretty easy to cut those guys off. They're not plastic twisties. They're whatever this is. Sounds like the trash man was here. I was hoping I'd get this all open before the trash man got here so that I could put these boxes in the garbage, but that don't look like it's gonna happen. Don't look like it's gonna happen. Maybe if I run real fast right now, but I wanna take my time. So it'll be all right. And then they do come, the G.I. Joes come with the box that holds the figures, or holds the accessories. So you see 61, Kamakura. I think that's cool, the little locker. And I don't think I've opened a Marvel Legends plastic-free packaging, so I'll compare the experience when I open that one up. So then in here, he's got the little, like, probably warning sheet. And then you see he's got Cobra and G.I. Joe tissue paper. That's got some of the stuff in there. Let's see if there's an opening. I think I have to rip this open. There we go. So it's got alternate head sculpt. It's got his hood. And like his bandana. Tie for his waistband. Backpack for knives or swords. A knife and a pistol. And then the longer weapons they have in these cardboards, they don't get bent. So I think it is a pretty thoughtful way that they package. The G.I. Joe does their plastic-free packaging. You get themed stuff. And I know it's easy to be a person that says, well, Hasbro went package-free because they didn't change the price. They don't care about the environment. They just want to make their packaging cheaper so they can make more money per figure. And, I understand why people think that way, but like this feels like it's more expensive for them to do than, I don't know. I don't know what the cost of, plastic versus cardboard, but all these different things, this theme printed tissue paper, this box, cardboard might be just way like 20 times cheaper than plastic. I don't know, but there is more packaging involved in this than there is in the plastic like that than this guy that I just opened, and everything was just right there in that clamped in the prison, the plastic prison. There's a lot more going on these guys. So it is curious to me if this is actually cheaper. I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. Get this thing off. So he has these two. So I pulled out his swords. These are like longer staffed bladed weapons, maybe? I don't really know what to call that. Let's see if I can get... Then he has a bow staff. So he comes with a lot of stuff. That's the plastic-free experience with G.I. Joe. Compared to you saw the plastic version with that G.I. Joe. So, I don't think a company can just brazenly lie. They may have ulterior motive, sure. I also think Rufus is awake now. He's smelling all the bones and stuff I showed. He's just on the other side of the camera. He's just got his nose up there like, this is for me. It's clearly for me. So I don't know. I'm not super skeptical. I think in reality, does Hasbro care that much about the environment? I don't think so. I think they care about the tax credits and all that type of stuff they get from the environment, personally. So I just said, Joe can carry everything. He didn't have anywhere to put anything. So I can attach this sash. He has a little place on his butt for the sash, for like his belt. I guess that's this piece coming down the back. I think I'm going to have him with the unmasked head sculpt. If this guy was expensive too. He was like a G.I. Joe Deluxe. I think he was like $35. Vomit. It stinks mightily with the G.I. Joe figures that are more expensive. In my opinion, the way Hasbro's raised the price of Legends and everything else, because this is not an IP they have to pay for. So they're not paying a licensing fee on G.I. Joe. So the fact that this guy is so expensive, it makes me sad. And he's not worth that money. He's a great figure. He's got great paint application. I think he's probably on the Snake Eyes one of the Snake Eyes bodies. I'm going to use him with the unmasked head. If he goes on clearance on Amazon, maybe under $12, I'll get a bunch of them and do like a bunch of green ninjas to go with the red ninjas. I don't need to do that, but I probably will. So you can hook the sash. You can put like his down mask on. He does have a back plug, so you can plug this in to, I guess, put his swords back there, or his... I don't know about that thing. I don't know what those things are. I'm going to put his swords back there. I'm going to give him his two ninja swords in the back, I guess. And then maybe I'm just going to have... He has a Uzi, looks like. I don't know. I'm just talking mindlessly, so if I'm boring you, I apologize. I'm just kind of taking these guys in. That one doesn't fit. It doesn't fit real good. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused now, because these are not... I thought they were the same sword. They are not, and they don't completely... I guess that's how they go. Back there. Not that you can see it necessarily. So he's pretty good. I mean, I still really enjoy this line. I like it a lot, actually. I just don't love... So should I have him with Uzi? I think I'll have him with this dual, like, weird weapon, whatever this thing is. Because I don't think I have anybody with holding this weapon so far. I try to, because, of course they reuse a lot of different parts and pieces. I try to show off the different weapons of people. I don't know. I have fun with this line. I do. I have fun with this line. A lot of nostalgia. Joes were a thing I could afford as a kid, that we could afford. G.I. Joe Kamakura. So with these, what I'm doing for now, see how over the years this little box holds up. But with the blue ninjas, I did the same thing. I'll put this stuff in a bag, and then I'll put it down in this little cardboard thing they give me. Because it would be nice if this things would hold up and I could stack them up in a tub. But then that way, if it breaks, his weapons are still secure. So, all right, now let's look at the Marvel Legends plastic-free experience. I'm almost positive This is the first one I'll have opened from Marvel Legends. I'll move that over in case it's blocking. And I don't know, I know a lot of folks don't collect Marvel Legends anymore. And I say I don't collect Marvel Legends anymore, yet somehow I probably have 100. Or we have 100. But they're Kaya. Kaya wants one of each MCU character. And so, like, right now there's a lot of new, unique characters with the Disney Plus stuff and with the, like, Namor coming into Wakanda Forever, Ironheart, those kinds of characters. Then we also have one of each symbiote. So we needed Null. Didn't need the big winged Venom, but needed Null. And so when Amazon put this thing on sale, I was like, all right, I'd probably have to pay like $40 to get Null on eBay. Something like that. We'll buy this whole thing for under $50 and have this winged Venom, or at least have the wings or whatever, because I think this Venom's pretty good. There is also, I don't know what just fell out there, a Venom 3-pack coming that has a symbiote we don't have yet. Phage, maybe? I do have that pre-order from Amazon. Although I should stop pre-ordering from Amazon because if they don't sell out, man, there's just stuff falling out. See how much messier this experience is than the G.I. Joe one? Everything was kind of neat and secure. Nothing fell out. I mean, this is what I got. This fell out, looks like the sword, and then just here. Just stuff falling. It's the same company. It's the same company. You know, it's all Hasbro. So these guys are just kind of trapped in the cardboard. And you've probably seen people do this already hundreds of times if you watch reviews. But I haven't, because I don't, like, I watch reviews on imports and Mezco and stuff, but I don't really watch Marvel Legends reviews. I mean, there's just things falling all over the place. So it's just regular cardboard, nothing like this G.I. Joe blue thing. Nothing like the themed tissue paper. And everything was just kind of a mess in there. And this is not, I don't think this is nobody figure swapped this. Looks to be in good shape. So you just take it out, and there you go. Well, there's Null. I mean, he's cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you and tell you he ain't cool. He's cool. I really, really like the God Butcher, Gore to God Butcher, and that's where Null comes from in Thor, in the Jason Aaron Thor run from like 10 years ago. They really did not treat it very good in the Thor Love and Thunder. That movie was fine. I didn't have a bad time. We enjoyed ourselves, but it was just average, and it disappointed me because I thought Christian Bale was wonderful as Gore in that movie, and I think they could have made Gore a mega villain like he is in the comic and build toward Null. I actually haven't read King in Black, but Kaya has, and she's really into the Donny Cates Venom stuff. I need to see where she is on that. I think she's actually read it all now. So these are just wrapped up in tissue paper, so we have an extra Null head, an extra Venom head, and 2 Venom fists. I don't think there's going to be much else, so this has got to be Venom. And I think this is on the movie Venom Buck, which I don't think we have that. Oh, I mean, that Venom looks great, too. They really do good work. A lot of the time. A lot of the time they don't. And this thing shouldn't have been $80 or whatever it was. He's got the 2 huge holes for the wings, but he looks really good. He looks really good. And then the wings, which are going to make him very difficult to display. Oh, these wings are big. I didn't realize they were 2-part wings. Well, like, I don't have any paint issues. I thought maybe there could be some paint issues in this. And then what is this sword called? Like the Necro Sword, I believe. Null Sword, which I think Gore actually gets for a while. That's very cool too. That's very cool too. So, I mean, the experience, plastic-free to plastic-free, way better on G.I. Joe. But, I mean, these guys are great-looking figures. So we got a stoic Null head and a menacing Null head. We'll just leave the menacing on, but I'm going to leave these figures out and let Kaya pick what she wants. He has 1 sword-gripping hand and then 1, like, come-at-me crow hand. And that's it. He has nothing else, no alternate hands. I mean, so for $80, You get Venom Fists, an alternate Venom Head, an alternate Null Head. Then you get the sword and the wing. Look how big he is, though. Don't fall, bubba. There we go. I mean, that's a big old boy. He likes to back that thing up. I think probably, so this is going to be Venom and Null 2-pack. So like with these, I just write what it is. I need to write Marvel Legends. Not that I have Venom and Null 2-pack in anything else. I just put the stuff in the zippy and I put them in their respected tote now. That's how I've been treating this stuff recently. And it works. It works pretty good. Been able to find exactly what I needed when I needed it for pictures or change parts out or whatever. All right, so these wings, how do these guys work? Okay. So it's like this, I guess. And then you peg this guy in. Boy, these are big old wings now. This is a neck of gargoyles wing situation here. Like, how are you going to get these things on display? The wings go up? Yeah, they go up. It's not the easiest peg to get in there. Kind of challenging. I may have to heat it up. It's not the easiest peg. Maybe I need to do it without it being attached. What do you think? If you have this set already, how did you do it? Because I ain't doing great with it. I want to dangle. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a neck of gargoyles situation. I think I can do it easier like this so I can get some traction. I think I got it on the right side. Let me look at the other one. Let's see. I guess just tight. Is there an L or an R? But yeah, I mean, that has to be the right side because they face down. Yeah, this is the right side. Just can't get it in. Hey-o! Well, maybe that's in there now. There we go. I think that's in there now. So does anybody have this set? Did anybody pay full price for this thing? I think pretty quickly it started to be discounted because, I don't know. It's also interesting you see like Sideshow starting to discount Hot Toys pretty significantly. 30-40% in some cases. Free shipping. I think that we have reached a time where the collectibles market is cooled off a bit. And so there's going to be retailers stuck with too much stock. I think we are going to be there where a lot of stuff is going to be available at clearance pricing if you play that long game, if that's a thing that you do. I do believe that's where we're going to be. Boy, these wings are huge. They are huge. And they equally don't have any sort of folded. I mean, they look cool now. I'll lie to you. I'm not sure how you're supposed to. Will he stand up with those things up? Will he stand up straight? Oh, calamity. Calamity. Well, I think we're going to leave these alone for now. I'll try to get in there long enough to show you. But I think I need a hairdryer. I mean, he's cool. He's cool. But I think this is definitely going to need a hairdryer. One moment. Okay, I've got him up there good enough. I didn't get the hairdryer. I just exerted a bit more force. And final figure we're going to open up. SH Figuarts. This was the Bandai Namco Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2022 Dragon Ball Fighter Z exclusive. Actually, I've played this game a lot. And like it. It's fun. Looks good. So this is Android 21 in the lab coat, which I actually think looks really good. And it feels like if you saw the Dragon Ball Superhero movie, they've kind of brought this into canon as being like the parents and like Android 16. Like you saw like the family tree of one of the characters in there, and they looked like this. Now Android 21 in the game also, like there's already an Android 21 figure out that is like a pink, looks like a Majin Buu type character. It's a pink Buu. She has a tail as heels. This is the human form Venom of her, and I think she looks really good. She's got 4 additional faces in addition to her single face. She's got crossed arms. How many fists does she have? She has 2 fists on her, then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 more hands, plus the crossed hands, plus a like finger effect. So she actually comes with a fair amount. This was exclusive to that website, which wasn't Premium Bandai. The thing that she looks really good. The thing I don't like about Figuarts females is when they're in heels, they become pretty hard to get to stand up. Her original version that's in a pink like Majin Buu is in heels. It's a pain in the butt to get to stand up. I don't really like, I mean, almost any female character in heels becomes pretty hard. I think if you've been collecting Legends or anything like that, heels, female boots, anything like that, they just haven't nailed that yet to make it where you can articulate it and get it to stand. So she does still have an instruction sheet, but some of the newer Dragon Ball Figuarts, instead of having this piece of paper, they have it like on the inside flap, the instructions. I think I've only seen that once. Maybe it was on the Namek Saga, like in the Battle Clothes, the Gohan, the Kid Gohan figure. I think that was probably the first one I saw that had that. So some of these might have been in production longer than that one was. And that one may be technically newer, even though I've gotten this one most recent. I do save my Figuarts boxes. All those other boxes I'll throw away, but I do save them. But I do take out the extra accessories and put them in a zippy so that if I want to change them out, I can. So let's see. She's got her hairpiece comes off, crossed arms. Looks like this effect. It's actually a pretty nice, like pink starburst effect. I don't see how that ports in. I don't think her glasses come off, and that scares me. So I'm not sure that I'm going to do anything with that. I think I'll lose them. So it says it plugs into a finger. But where? I don't see. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. It's actually nice. So it does plug into her finger. So I think I will... let's see. So you take... If you're not familiar with Dragon Ball Figuarts, any that have long hair, it usually has a hair piece. So you see... Her hairpiece is a little unusual. You take out the hairpiece. The glasses are on this face, but they come off. So there's little notches by the ears for the glasses. And it looks like all these heads do. All these have, that has a glasses notch. That has a glasses notch. They do. So you can interchange them with any of the head sculpts, which is cool. They actually handle it pretty good. If you've seen the recent AEW, that's kind of an interesting head sculpt. It has like it's like battle damage, scratch across her face. Like the announcers, like the Jim Ross and the Tony Schiavone, I think they look awful, personally. And I almost would get like a Tony Schiavone or Jim Ross action figure, but I think the glasses look so oversized, and they just look like they're wearing like costume glasses on them. And I don't know why that is. And glasses are probably a very hard thing to do correctly in a 1/12 scale action figure. But I think this is the way you have to do it, with some sort of removable, detachable piece. And then it notches in. And see, just like that, I almost lost them. That's why I was scared to change it. But if you've seen the Tony Schiavone or the Jim Ross, or if you have it, are you happy with that? Those figures? I just think those glasses look so bad. You know, and I can't see past it. So I don't know if I think the likenesses are good or not, because the glasses to me just are, they just ain't it. They just ain't it. See, and then here, plug it back on. Her hair kind of helps hold it in place. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But let me get her all situated, and then I'll give you a close-up of all these figures. There we go. See, she looks nice. That plugs in, but those heels are going to be a pain in the butt. but she's a good looking figure. Happy to have her. Here is Null, probably my favorite of the figures I've opened. The Marvel Legend is my favorite. I think he looks great. Here's the big Venom. Took everybody out. I mean, he's obviously awesome. But, you know, wings look so cool, but they're just kind of overkill. Kamakura. That's a nice head sculpt. I mean, I think this is probably one of the better G.I. Joes they've released. Just people aren't familiar with it. And it was too expensive. One of the twins, I like him very much. Probably my least favorite thing is this Hi Lagamoto, but now I have it. So some more toys for you. Rufus is asleep right there beside me now. I'm going to take a nap and join him. I got a couple hours before Halloween stuff begins and everybody's home. So I think I'm going to rest. And maybe we'll check in with Kaya when she's here, when she's in her Halloween costume with her friends, if they want to. I don't know if we will or not. But maybe tomorrow we'll set up the Apple Watch. Probably check in on Rufus. Poor little dude gets shaved tomorrow. We'd have the Tempest coming up. I don't know what else we're going to do. Video has a decent length already with just me, so we need a lot more of the dubs and not just this dub. But we do have Ed Puppy dub, so we'll check in later. I didn't get a nap, but Kaya's home now. She just looks paralyzed.
Did not realize he started filming.
I did start filming. I am deciding I'm going to go ahead and set up my new watch today because it has the sleep tracking, got 2 days of battery life, all that. And I don't have anything to do because Kaya's friends won't be here for Halloween for another hour. And she's just standing there awkwardly. So,
I'm sorry.
usually with an Apple unboxing experience, if you've never had an Apple new product unboxing experience, you don't need like any tools, like any scissors or anything. So you see it has the little flap. So I'm imagining I can just do that. And you get this thing like unfolds. And whatever this is supposed to be. Maybe it's the mountains. Is it just a mountain range? Yeah. Because this is the Apple Watch Ultra with the orange Alpine Loop. The Apple Watch Ultra has 2-day battery life, has all kind of GPS and walkie-talkie, I don't know. Big thing is a 2-day battery life, and it can be used as like a diving cam if Big Dub happens to go scuba diving. If that happens, weird things have happened. But it has all sorts of great stuff for hiking, all that. But really, honestly, the big thing is the bigger screen. I'm a big guy. It has a significantly bigger screen. And the battery life. That's what I've been waiting for. I've had Series 5. It's on the Series 8 now. And I just waited to upgrade it because the features were fine, but there's only marginal battery life improvement. Not really that big of a screen improvement. And I wanted a bigger screen, and honestly, it was the battery life because I want it to do sleep tracking. So I want to test it out. It has all kind of other stuff. That's why I bought it. And I know it's a big price, but it's not as big a price point for me because I've always bought the stainless steel Apple Watches. So most people buy the aluminum Apple Watch, which is like $300-400. But the stainless steel have always been around $700. And so this was only a little bit more. When I was sitting with Natalie, we were watching the Apple event, and they started showing, I'm like, oh, this is going to be $1,500. I can't buy this thing. It's only $50 more than if I had upgraded to the Series 8 from what I buy the stainless steel ones. So I am very happy to get this. So you've got a little Apple Watch.
It has 100-meter water resistance.
Okay.
It's dust prevention.
Kai's just Googling things for you all.
I looked up the features of the Apple Watch Ultra for you.
Oh, thank you. So it has a little book. What is this? Stickers? No, this is just like the warranty information or the notifications. You must have to put that stuff in all products because you'd think that'd be something they'd get rid of. This does have one extra dial. It has a what?
A siren that can be heard up to 600 feet away.
Yeah, so like if you're lost in the woods, like you can SOS it.
A depth gauge.
It's like a little book.
Water.
A depth what?
Gauge.
A depth what?
Gauge.
Gauge?
Gauge.
Is that what word you're saying?
A depth.
Sounds like you're saying like a
gauge.
Dodge Challenger.
A depth gauge.
What she's talking about.
Battery life for 2 days.
So this is the strap. So you see how it has the little green arrow? So
it says up to 36 hours of battery life.
Pull that off. Yeah, 36 hours. Open it up. You see you don't need any scissors or anything. And this is a new type of band. So this came with 3 different styles of bands. One for hiking, one for underwater, and one for like marathon running. I think this is the one that's for like long distance running.
Yeah,
I think.
That was for the outdoor.
I don't remember. Yeah, it's like an. Oh yeah. This
Yeah,
is for the
so the
outdoors. Because this is a very
outdoor-
different band than anything I
The
have.
ocean band is the one that's black with circles. The trail loop, which I'm pretty sure is for like outdoor stuff, is white, yellow, and gray. And the Apollon one for running is orange
Orange.
and bumpy.
That's what I have. The orange, bumpy one. That's for trails.
It's for no, that one's for endurance training.
This one is, yeah, for like running. It's like a loop for running. Because it quickly like can loop in and off. I don't know. I mean, you have to pick a band that comes with it. I have so many Apple Watch bands. I was terrified that with this new form factor that it was not going to work with all the old bands, because I probably have 30 Apple Watch bands and they're not cheap, but they all still work. So then the same thing, just little pull tabs. Makes it very easy to
Oh, it has a new GPS for like urban environments for like a lot of cities and like
there it
buildings
is.
and stuff.
Very simple packaging. Apple has a very clean experience where it's very simple. And there it is. It's wrapped up in its padding. Let's see what's in here. It should just be the charger, probably.
Oh, it has a new compass.
Yeah, so it uses like an induction kind of magnet charger there. USB-C.
Oh, that's actually
See that?
cool the way the compass works.
It's cool the way the compass works.
Yeah, it
What
like
was it?
shows where path walking to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. It can like tell you how to get home. So even if you lose service,
Oh, yeah,
it can
yeah.
tell you how to retrace your
Yeah,
steps
backtrack,
to not
retrace your steps.
to not be like lost forever until the end of time. I don't usually keep my Apple packaging.
Oh, you can,
I used to forever, but like I always just give it to somebody. Like when I'm done, like probably one of the people that I work out with, I'll either give or sell very cheap my existing Apple Watch. I don't ever really resell them on eBay. I just gift it to someone else. And Natalie's home. What?
You can like plot the waypoints on a map, so that way you can backtrack, or you can like just know where your location is. So you can
That's
go back. Go get your stuff, you guys.
So here's the little plastic. It comes off. This is a significantly larger watch, and that pleases me. I'll get my other one here and show you.
-20 Celsius or up to 55.
Kaya's just going to keep reading you the Wikipedia in the background. She's
It's
just going to
actually
keep
the
going.
Apple website.
In case you don't know how to Google, but let me get the other one and show you the difference in the form factor. It's our Halloween candy. So this is my old one I have sitting on a charger. I've just reset it, and you see, here's the new one. Pretty considerably bigger form factor. And I already had the big one. And it's got this more rugged, like bezel. And I think that button, that orange on the side, yeah, see there's no button on the side of that one. So I like it. I like it. So I can't show you how I set it up because I need the phone to get it set up, but let me get it set up. I had to switch to Natalie's phone because my phone is activating my watch. I'm coming to see if the girls are dressed. Are you dressed or are you in the nude? Not in the nude?
No.
That's good. How's it going?
Good, we're about to leave.
How's it going?
Good.
Do you know that her rule is she has the McDonald's Happy Meal thing, and once it's filled up, she has to quit trick-or-treating? Do you think that's fair or unfair?
No comment.
Oh! No, she doesn't have to. Are you bringing a backup container, Kaya?
Should I bring a shoebox?
A shoebox?
A shoebox? First thing I saw.
Let's see if we can find something that's not a shoebox. You could cut a hole in the Rimuru plushie and use it, use its carcass. No?
That is wrong, Brian.
Are you gonna wear your sword out tonight?
I am.
You're gonna wear your prop sword or your good sword?
I'll wear my pop sword.
So that you don't break your good sword?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. You could... Abigail, is that yours? Pumpkin?
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see a sack. Need to find a sack. I see the Thunder Yellow Jordan's boxes
Wig
being
stand?
used well. Yeah.
It's what usually holds my nuts.
Are you going to use the Demon Slayer box that the Bailey family sent you? The Demon Slayer sack?
Yes, I am.
So you use someone else's sack?
Suppose you could say that.
All right. Where'd you go? What are you doing? Taking pictures? Are you trying to incognito take pictures? You can take pictures of whatever you want to. You can take pictures of whatever. What were you taking picture of? The shirtless Escanor?
Not particularly.
Oh. Bing Bong? Who's your friend who loves to play Bing Bong Bing Bong?
Yes.
Yes. He's also shirtless and pantsless. You can take pictures of whatever you want to. Is Camila coming over here? Y'all are going over there. Oh, it sounds like there's... Huh? You could... This is your Halloween corner. See? Doesn't that make you happy?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody strike a pose. Say, I like shirtless anime boys.
I like shirtless anime boys.
Oh, that was a video.
Okay.
Have fun, ladies. They smiled and said, I like shirtless anime boys. That's the truth.
And I'm sure it's Aaron figure I'm shirtless trunks.
Headless Horseman's here to greet them.
Bye,
We'll get the spooky dummy out. And we got lots of Halloween candy. Mm-hmm. There we go. New watch done. See Rufus and me on that. Hey, buddy, he's got his little Halloween bandana for trick-or-treat time. He saw the girls. If Camila comes back over, we'll take a picture of her. Ah, the girls are here. They're right here, right now.
The one time.
Rufus, you're not sitting. You got. Oh, the video again. Well, that was chaos. Like 5 seconds with Kai and her friends and Rufus, who doesn't know what's going on. This is the first Halloween he's ever been alive for, and he's very confused why people keep coming to the door. And now he's smelling all kind of things, but that's all right. We will check on Kai when she gets home to see the haul, the candy haul. That's what you're supposed to do if Halloween's in a video, right? So that's next. We've had Rufus out with us for the last 30 or 40 minutes. We're out of candy.
We have more.
Oh, that's good. He's been very good saying hi to everybody. It's a lot easier because he can just see them and then say hi. And when he's behind the door and he doesn't know what's happening. You're being a good boy, Rufus, aren't you? Yes, you are. I guess that's thematic for Halloween.
Yeah.
Did y'all have fun?
Yes.
Did you get a bunch of candy?
Yes.
I see hot Cheetos.
Yeah, somebody. But
Somebody give out Campbell's soup. Fruit Loop gummies. You can't eat those, can you?
Oh, I didn't realize they're fruit gummies. I thought they were fruit.
I'm in my pocket. I've never even heard of that. What's this? A pamphlet?
that's the bottom for this.
Oh.
Trade you one Fruit Loop gummy for an Almond Joy.
I love you, Mother.
Oh, what? I mean, I'm the one that put it in my pocket. You don't love me.
I love you too.
Oh, yay. Hey,
All right, what
buddy.
else do you have in there you can't eat?
We have pizza for the girlies after their big day. And meatballs for Rufus, because Rufus loves the meatballs. All right, well,
Where it is?
Halloween Bonanza has concluded. Did you take anybody's soul?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right, well, we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Rufus, you want to go for a walk before you go to the groomer? Yeah? That's what he does when it's time to take a walk. If he sees me, he gets the walking shoes. He comes and lays right at my feet. Are you excited to go, Mama, on your adventure? It looks like it. All right. We'll see you soon, buddy. And you'll be all... won't have all these mats anymore. And you'll feel a lot better. It won't hurt you anymore. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that right, Mama?
Uh-huh.
You're going to feel a lot better.
Mwah.
Going on an adventure.
Adventure time.
A little bit sad. I don't know. Maybe bittersweet is more the right word. Not really sad, because it's something he needs, and it just got to where we didn't do a good job managing it, and honestly, I'm not sure how we could have managed it. But we know better now, and we can have him at the proper border that'll groom him, and I mean, it costs more, but it's worth it. But it'll make him feel better. Because he can't communicate with us, but we think it bothers him because it's tight on his skin, and I just think he'll be a lot happier getting that taken care of, and then we can keep him floofy. So it'll be about 3 months that he won't be quite as floofy, which is everybody loves how floofy Rufus is, but he's the same good, happy Rufus, and he will be, and we'll love him even more when he gets home than we did when he left. So when he gets back, we'll show you Rufus. This video is already pretty long, so probably not a ton more clips. We'll see what Rufus looks like after his grooming. We will, I hope my big bad toy store pal Luke comes in eventually. I don't know when that's going to happen. And we are going to the Tempest, so that's still 2 days away. So, I don't know. But we'll see Rufus when he gets home. Oh, you ready? Here's Rufus. Hey, buddy.
Rufus.
You feel better?
Yeah.
You're a handsome boy. Look how skinny you are. I'm going to have to take you to the Golden Corral. So they saved his ears and his tail. You said that they said it was like shearing a sheep.
Yes. It all came off in one piece.
One big piece of fur. I wonder what they do with that fur. I don't know how you properly dispose of that.
I'm not sure, actually.
He seems very, very happy. He's been running around the yard. He seems a lot better. It's not as painful for the little dude anymore. So they say it'll take, what, 3 or 4 months to grow back?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yep.
I mean, it'll
4
gradually...
months on the early side, 6 months on the...
It'll be growing back gradually.
Yes.
As it goes. That's where you can see that Rufus. That's where you can see that Rufus. Yeah.
Right?
You can see how fast and athletic he is without all that fur following him around. And you can see he definitely... We've always thought he was knew he came from a full-bred poodle and then a golden doodle. So he's like 75% poodle. You can definitely see that here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rufus. Oh, you see hear all the little kids. I know. Hey.
No, sir.
Hey, you want a hot dog? Uh-oh, I want the hot dog. Well, we're glad he feels better. And there's going to be a bunch of people think we got a new dog that see him. If they didn't see this episode right here, they're going to be like, who's that?
It's true.
What happened to him? We'll make sure it doesn't happen again, buddy. We'll do our best.
They showed me all of the right tools and brushes and combs
To
for
get.
him. Mm-hmm.
Oh, got pee-pee. So, it was a little bittersweet for us. And I know Mama took it especially hard. Because she wants to make sure he could stay fluffy. But him being healthy is what is the most important. That's the most important thing. And you can just immediately tell he has a lot more energy. He's running around, having a good time.
Very, very happy.
So, we're glad he feels better. Mm-hmm. We'll make sure that he stays floofy once he gets floofy again. But he's just the same old Rufus. Just running around. Look how skinny he is. Look at that. Look at that. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. We're going to Tempest in 2 days. I don't think there's anything else noteworthy tonight. But we'll talk to you tomorrow. It's the next day. Got a bang. It's kickboxing time. And I don't know what else I'm going to do today that's going to be on video. Maybe nothing. We'll show Rufus a little bit more. He had a great walk this morning. I had to go back down to his old collar from when he was much, much smaller because all that fluff gone, his new collar doesn't fit. But he had a great walk. It's just interesting. Everything he does, it's interesting to see because it's almost like you can see inside of him because the floof isn't there. And you're like, oh, well, what I thought he was doing is actually a little bit different because you can see his legs and his body, you know what I mean? Package. I mean, dude is packing it. You know what I mean? But he's so much happier. So that stuff really, the mats really must have been burdening him more than we could even tell. So I'm glad we did it. It would be an act of selfishness to have not done it because we want him to stay floofy, and this is what's best for him and will help him. So I'm glad we did it, and he's a good boy. All right, I gotta go kick some things. So this is new for the little guy. He likes to sleep wrapped up in a blanket now. He used to want to sleep on the marble because he'd be so hot from his fur, but now without his fur, I think he gets a little chilly. So we wrapped him up in the blanket and he went right to sleep. That's new. Isn't that right, Rufus? Hey, buddy. One other thing, because I'm a sucker. So I bought that. I'm trying to think when you're going to watch this video. So in the hunt video this week, I think, when I was with David and Natalie, we found that AIM Scientist Supreme for $2. That's what I paid for it at GameStop. And I thought I had more AIM soldiers than I did. So I ordered some. Amazon had the 2-pack for under $30, so I ordered a few of those. And the MODOK. They had the MODOK for under $30, the new one, because I actually never have had that. And I didn't even have the Toy Biz Builder figure way back when. So I ordered those so I can have some AIM soldier pictures at some point. Because I did have fun with the armies and stuff today, so I want to have some different options for that. So I bought Marvel Legends. They'll come in at some point, probably not in this video, maybe in this video. And then also, so the Atrocitus Build-A-Figure, the McFarlane Atrocitus Build-A-Figure. Atrocitus I like. I've always liked that character. I like the Blackest Night storyline. I used to have all the DC Direct Blackest Night figures. Atrocitus was my main player that I used in Injustice 2. I loved that game. It was a great game. So I've wanted that Atrocitus Build-A-Figure. Target has like 30% off and buy one, get one free or something. So I ordered those 4 McFarlane figures that build Atrocitus for like $40, I think is what it came out to get the 4. I may sell those loose figures. I'm not sure. Same thing with like the Crime Syndicate when that last one comes in to build the Starro. But I also may just keep the lanterns so I can have lanterns to take a picture because I don't really have anything DC to take pictures of. So maybe some of the lanterns, and I have like the Deceased and the Blackest Night. So I'll see. I don't know that I'll display those, but I may put them in the tote for picture taking. We'll just see when they come in. So I bought stuff I shouldn't have bought, but it was all cheap. I bought stuff that I shouldn't have bought that I have no home for, but I wanted for picture. I got a problem. Not much else happened last night, but it's the next day, and we're here to vote. I voted. It's a lot of languages. It's funny because right here is the point you're not allowed to campaign anymore. You see how there's just no signs? And then right here you're allowed to campaign. And look at all the signs. There are so many. It's just funny to me. It's funny how it's like endless sign every 2 inches. And then up at the front up here, there are a million signs. Like, look at all these over here. Like just lining. Oh, I guess you're just looking at me in the mirror. Just lining the street. I think that's kind of funny. I don't know why, it's just humorous to me. 72,000 signs and then the magic line, no campaigning. Here in Georgia we have early voting. I don't know that they have that in every state. I'm not familiar with other states' voting laws because I've never been able to vote in another state. So for like, I don't know, the better part of a week, maybe even a little bit longer, maybe all week this week. So the election, this is a Thursday, last day of the episode. The election is Tuesday. I will be in Boston. I won't be here. So you can do like the mail-in or however that works. Absentee, that's the right name, right? Absentee ballot, I think. But we just have early voting, so the polling places all over the area. I mean, there were a bunch we could have went to in the county are just open like 12 hours a day. So it's early. It's just 8 o'clock right now. We got up and went at 7. And I mean, we are in and out of that thing in maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. It took probably 5 minutes. No, yeah, probably 5 minutes to just register, or not register to vote, but fill out the paperwork, get your little card and all of that. So, we didn't wait in line at all. So that was nice. And it's important to vote, important to me to vote. I think it's important for all of us in America or wherever country, and if you have the right to vote, you should exercise that right. Regardless of what political perspective you have, it's important to vote. So I'm glad we had the opportunity to early vote, and glad I got to do it with Natalie. It's the first time we have voted together, like went together to vote. I'm just not, it's the first time we've been together. So, because we met each other just a few weeks after the 2020 election. And you know, we did not vote last year in 2021 in the local elections. I don't know that we had a lot up in the local elections. I don't remember, honestly. But there were a lot of stuff, and actually quite a few SPLOSTs, S-P-L-O-S-T. I don't know if every state has those, but they're special local option sales taxes. So it's like, do you want us to increase, a sales tax by X, by half a penny, by a quarter of a penny, by a penny, whatever. And then we'll use that money to help, in our case, it was like government-owned facilities, like courthouses, specifically like parks, different things like that for revitalization and, whatever needs to be done, better parking, and, basically raising a budget to do some renovations on government things. So there's things like that, certainly impact you as much as anything else, because all of a sudden your grocery bill could be a bit higher or a bit lower, or your parks could be a bit nicer if that's something you use. So, I encourage, if you have the opportunity to vote and the right to vote, exercise it. And, be a part of the process. Be a part of the process. I would encourage you. So today, I'm on my way back home. I got a pretty busy day at work. We're going to see The Tempest tonight. If any packages arrive in the interim, I will show you those. But otherwise, the next clip may be us on our way to see The Tempest at the Shakespeare Theater. That's our third of the four plays we bought kind of to celebrate Kaya joining theater and chorus at the beginning of the year. The last one will be Christmas Carol, which will be in December, where we will see Christmas Carol one day and then a Nutcracker the next day. So that'll be a very Christmas-themed episode. As well as when we go to New York, we're going to go see Phantom of the Opera, but we're also going to see the Rockettes Christmas Spectacular. So you're going to have a lot of cool Christmas stuff. I think we had a lot of good holiday stuff last year because we went to all the things at SeaWorld. So we try to do some thematic things for ourselves and that we share in the videos the holiday. But anyway, we'll find out what happens next. Either it'll be at The Tempest or maybe we'll have a package of stuff I shouldn't have bought. One or the other. Much later after work, here's some of the things we're working on giveaways for. These two have already been claimed. We got this red hood. We got Jeff Hardy. He wanted that sign. Got a little rub it. Keep being positive. A little ooh la la. So I signed that. This will be given away next week. And then one more of these will be given away for the October Beat Up Fit winner. So make sure you use the hashtag Beat Up Fit and enter to win prizes. But I did have some packages come in before we go to the show. So let's look. Well, we got MODOK and AIM Troopers. 4 sets of AIM Troopers. Bad dub. Tell me. Bad dub. But I got that AIM Scientist in a recent hunt video for $2, and I wanted to take an AIM picture, and I need MODOK. And bad dub. I better take a picture with these this weekend. Let's go see The Tempest. We are downtown. I-3 over here. We parked in Indonesia. I for Indonesia. Got to try to remember. We'll walk the elevator in a minute, but we just saw the sunset over there is very pretty. And that's Georgia Tech campus out there. And you can see all the pretty leaves. And then right over there you can see Mercedes-Benz Stadium where Falcons play. You can see a lot from right here actually. It's a cool view. Very pretty. And now we're down here, which has become a familiar sight the last few episodes. I guess the first 10 episodes of Life with the Dubs has had quite a few trips to the Shakespeare Tavern in downtown Atlanta. You can see the moon. Oh! One of these days I'm gonna ride that slide down. I guess that's not really a slide, but I still want to do it. We'll be seeing that. Yeah, I do need a TT. We'll be seeing that next month. That'll be fun. All right, we got our menu. Roasted broccoli macaroni. Is that what they had? I think it may be the same menu as a couple weeks ago, which is good because they were good things. We got to meet their favorite actor who showed us to our table. We had the same tables before. Fangirl a little bit. In The Tempest, we get to be on a boat tonight. All right, we gotta figure out some food. Look at the size of that sausage. What'd you get, a sandwich? Cornish pastry. How does that make you feel? Here's a boat. Well, we're going to see The Tempest. And probably have a root beer float at intermission. That's what we do. Isn't that right, Kai? Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
Yes, it is.
Did you just laugh at that last scene before intermission? Did it make you chuckle?
I think I did, yeah.
What about that root beer float? How is that going to make you feel? Apple crisp? Ooh. I don't think I showed you the poster when we were coming in, but there it is. It's the guy that's Prospero. He's been really good at the program. Let's see if he's up. Yeah, Jeff Watkins. It's intermission right now. Had to go TT. You know, let it out. The show is over. Did you enjoy it, Kaya? Do you want to be a wizard?
Yes.
Do you think you are a wizard?
I mean, I've been waiting for my letter for 3 years now.
Oh, to go to Hogwarts?
Yeah.
Do you think that Prospero went to Hogwarts?
No, he used books.
What about Ariel?
Ariel?
Huh? Well, it was good. It was in a comedy. It's the first time I've ever seen Tempest. I enjoyed it. The guy that was Prospero was so good.
It was really good.
It was enjoyable. We've really had a good time. That's our last Shakespeare of the year. Because when we come back for Christmas Carol, that's not Shakespeare. That's Dickens.
That's true.
That's not a Shakespeare play, it's a Dickens play.
Our last Shakespeare for the year.
Yeah, well, we're gonna still see the Nutcracker and Christmas Carol and Phantom of the Opera and the Rockettes. Just none of that's Shakespeare. I'll keep talking to you tomorrow because I do think I have some more packages coming in, so we won't wrap it up quite yet.
Webber, right?
Andrew Lloyd Webber, that is correct. A little different generation than old Bill. Safety. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap this video up. We have 1, 2, 3 packages to open. Show you what's inside before we wrap it up. Let's see. Let's go with this guy first. See what we're working with here. See what our magic is. This is from Target. It is a thing that I almost assuredly shouldn't have bought, but I fell victim to the desire. It is McFarlane DC Multiverse Deathstorm. So why did you get Deathstorm? Because I want to build Atrocitus. You see on the back, he comes with the head and the shoulders of Deathstorm. I want to build Atrocitus. I have ordered the other 3, the Dark, Blackest Night, Batman, Superman, and the Kyle Rayner, so that I can build Atrocitus. Will I keep the other figures? That is to be determined. I'm thinking about keeping the Blackest Night and the Green Lantern figures just for pictures and stuff, so I have something from DC, but that is to be determined. So that came in from Target, the Deathstorm. Then I have this package, which I have not talked about at all. And this is, I mean, really, it's just an unfortunate thing. This is from Bandai Namco, like their video game site. Bandai, Tamashii Nations, SH Figure Arts, all of that. From their video game site. And this is not a pre-order, but something I just needed to order. And it is for Switch, Dragon Ball The Breakers. Now, I actually don't think this game's probably very good. It doesn't seem like it's very good. People don't seem to like it that much. It's kind of like your Fortnite type game, like their approach into multiplayer online. You know, I think one person's a big villain and the others are like teaming up. It's like 1 versus 6, 1 versus 7. It just doesn't seem to be getting very good reviews. This is the special edition. Why did I buy it? Well, did I buy it to get this special edition steel book? No. Although I think that art is very cool. And it could be a great signature piece. But no, I bought it because it is the only way that I'm aware of to get the SH Figure Arts Cell Shell. This was the bonus, so you know how some of those things come with like a bonus statue and whatever. That was the bonus that came with the special edition, which was like $80. You get the steelbook and you get the Cell Shell, which I very, very, very much wanted. I'm at least for the last 5 years a completist on the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball line. I'm only missing less than 10, and they're all older ones. And I'd like to be a full completist, except that there is that one Goku that is very, very, very expensive. I don't know that I'll ever have it. Try to open this guy up. But also, I just like this thing. And I should have this First Form Cell Figure Arts figure pretty soon. And I think it's really cool. And I hated that it was stuck behind this deluxe edition paywall, but it kind of is what it is. But if you're not aware, it is the shell that Cell is hatched out of. I don't believe this thing is articulated at all, but it looks really good in the images. You see the First Form shell coming out of it. And that's the only way you get it. And I imagine once that special edition sells out, this thing is going to be doomsday to get it. I remember there was a Star Wars figure, I don't remember what it was, that like a Death Trooper that came with a movie. And if you didn't get that movie, you paid so much for that thing. So I just did it. I'm not going to unseal this. There's also digital codes for this that came with the pre-order, whatever bonuses. I'm going to watch some more reviews, see if the game gets any better. This may be available for my eBay store along with the digital code. Now, my last box is a box I'm actually pretty, I don't know if excited is the word, but I'm interested in it. And this is a somewhat long-awaited, but more curiosity box that is coming from NECA. And let me just get it out real quick. And here we go, the long-awaited Auto T from NECA. We've got blue Renette. We've got a Shredder. And we've got what says the Shredder, but is a foot soldier. It's supposed to be the foot soldier, but it's in a Shredder box. Good thing I'm an opener. Now, if you've been following this Auto T mess, you buy the figures from a kiosk or from a Walmart code or online. You tell NECA through Auto T, either I want you to keep it for me in the Auto T vault or ship it to me, which I had them all shipped to me. If I want them, I don't want them to keep them. I don't understand that. And you had a chance to get a signature edition. However, I'm not sure how you know if it's a signature edition because they all say signature edition. So I'm guessing that one of them has the signature card in it or something. I know that they all have like artwork. Maybe you can see through to the back card of Shredder. It has artwork with a print of a signature by Kevin Eastman. But I did not, at least according to Auto T, I didn't hit any of the signature ones. The inside is the foot soldier correct too. Here, it's got foot soldier in the drawing. It's just a Shredder box. I mean, I would kind of go, should I try to return that or try to get a different one from Auto? But there's no way. It was so hard to get these. I can't imagine trying to say, hey, you sent me a Shredder box instead of a foot soldier box. Can you send me another one? They're going to tell me to send this back, and I will never see that foot soldier again, ever. That's just what's going to happen. Now, I will say, like other things with NECA, these look great. I'm all in on the comic line. I love the black and white. I'm going to show you a close-up here, too. So I'm just glad I got them, and I hope there is no more Auto T. Just like I hope there's no more Loot Crate. So that's the packages that arrived today. Let me show you a close-up. Start with Deathstorm. Tross at his head. He's huge. And David showed me the one he has. It just looks so good. So I think those actually look really good. I think the Deathstorm looks good. Now you see the Breakers game. This is really nice. Steelbook. Then the Cell Show, which I bought all that just to get this, and this is certainly not worth the price I paid for it, but it's cheaper than what it's going to be. And I think it'll look great on the Cell Saga shelf. And then the Auto T. Let's show you the Renette. And you can see, like, can you see in there Renette? And there's artwork where he draws it. And you see, like, right there, Kevin Eastman's signature, but that's not the signature. There must be a card if you have the Chase variant, or I don't know if they notate it any other way. There's the Shredder. He is fantastic. I love this black and white look. I really, really love it. I don't have the black and white original Miles Turtles, and those are very expensive, but I like to have them one day. What do you think, Rufus? Yeah? Auto T? And then there's the Foot Soldier, but you see Shredder. But back there you can tell there's Foot Soldier art if you look back there. So anyway, I'm just glad I got them. But that'll wrap it up. Kind of an unusual life of the Dubs. A lot of time with toys, actually. A lot of time with me, not as much time with the girls. And it was a through the week. I think I started it on Sunday night, I think, and ended it, this is a Friday. So this was like a week of what we did. Now, obviously, you didn't see all the work and the working out and dinner and all that. But this is kind of a week. We have no plans this weekend. I don't plan to film. If I do anything with these toys, I may film for next week's episode. And then I am on a work trip coming up to Boston. So I may or may not film a little bit of that, like the old days of Dub Life, where I have a travel vlog. But next weekend is eventful. We're going to go see Black Panther. We're going to celebrate Kim's birthday a couple weeks late, play a game. Kai has a birthday party. So we have a lot going on in the next episode. And I don't know what I'll show you and what I won't, but we'll find out together. So thanks for joining me. Let me know if you're participating in Auto T. And until next week, squeeze it.